Hello, my friends. Where did we leave off? Oh, yes. I was about to spend Tuesday with the grandchildren and a couple of my daughters, and it was postponed. Ryan had to go off to work early in the morning, and we couldn't find a movie nearby, and we just couldn't get it together. So that's postponed. So instead, I decided to have a me day when I remembered that it was Senior Thrift Day, 30% off. So that's where I'll start. And the video will also be about some gardening. Matthew popped over and almost redid our whole garden for us, did a lot of cleaning out work. And I made my famous Nanny pasta salad, cold pasta salad, for the grandkids. Colleen and Micah are off on a long weekend up the coast to Morro Bay and Big Sur. It was Colleen's birthday, and so the kids are batching it, and they always say, Lanny, can you please make us some of that pasta salad for the weekend? So I did. So that's what our weekend consisted of, and it's going to be a fun video. Good morning. I've just pulled into Del Taco. Why don't you join me for breakfast this morning and see what one of my very, very favorite breakfasts is? Come on. Iced coffee. Thank you. One of my favorite. Great. I will enjoy. Thank you. Bye now. Actually, my favorite fast food breakfast. Thrifting Tuesday, senior discount, 30% off, and I'm hitting the thrift shop. First sip of this great iced coffee. I, every once in a while, enjoy these when I go through Del Taco. I discovered this breakfast a while ago. Oh gosh, maybe less than a year ago. Quesadilla, great big giant one, and it's filled with eggs and cheese, and it has green sauce in it. Maybe you've all had this, but I think it's fairly healthy, except for the quesadilla, but that's okay, no apologies. I'm doing well. Look at this. Look how big it is. It's cut into 4 slices, but I do like a little bit of Del Scorcho on it. Now I'm doing a mukbanger here, I know it, but it's not a big one. So I'm gonna put just a little bit on here. This is part of my fun day. It's a me day today, all by myself. Of cheese dripping down my face. Oh, where do I go first? You know it. I go to the jewelry counter, and then I just see I'm not really in the market for anything. It's Colleen's birthday tomorrow. Maybe I'll try and find her something, a cute purse or something. I don't know. We'll see. So why don't you try it? It's a special treat for me. Only on a me day. And it's better than donuts, right? So off I went Tuesday morning. And of course, I've told you the very first place I go is the jewelry counter, and my friend Richard was there. Well, I had Richard get out the rings, which I go for first, and then the bracelets. And it turned out that all the rings that I showed you were very small, and because my arthritis has gotten bad the last few years, my knuckles have swelled up, and this knuckle makes those bangles impossible to get over my arm. So I have to wear cuffs like this. And by the way, this is a thrift from a while ago, as is the ring. And I just can't wear those fabulous bangles anymore. I saw some jade ones and the jadeite, and great bangles, but couldn't get them over my hands. So it was a washout on the rings and the jewelry. And then I always go to the bags and the hats. And I showed you the lovely hats that were there. A lot of straw hats, but as you know, I have an army of straw hats. Did see one that I loved with a sort of a Hawaiian band that went in and out through some rings in the hat. But the brim was, I think, a little bit damaged and probably wouldn't be able to get back. But I did see some bags, and I did get this one, and it's fabulous. It has all different kinds of animal prints on here, and the inside is nice and roomy, really opens up to be able to get things in. It's an Aldo. And Aldo bags, brand new, are usually run in the $50 to $75 range. And this one was like $8.99 or $6.99. So that was a bag purchase. And I'm debating whether or not to keep this or give it to one of the girls. Because right now, I am really into crossbody bags. Mainly because they're lightweight and they're easy for me to shop with. And as long as they keep my phone and a few other necessities in there, some of my masks, I can shop, and my bag is safe, which I wear on my side toward the front, and my hands are free. So I did pick up one of those, which I've already used, and it happens to be my bag of the moment. It's a beautiful leather bag that has a great place for your phone. And I like this because I'm always fumbling for a phone. I can keep it right in here in the front. And it has another zipper here on the front. And it is an Italian leather bag, a nice crossover, lots of room on the inside. And I'm using this one at the moment. It's not too small and it's not too big. So those were my bag purchases. And if you saw one of my hat videos, about, I don't know, 8 or 9 months ago, my daughters, Margie, Colleen, and Debbie, modeled their hats. And Margie was our horsewoman. Well, both girls were. And Margie just still loves animals. And most of her hats are cowboy hats. But she found this wonderful patriotic Stars and Stripes hat somewhere at one point and modeled it, and we all thought it was just great. Well, look what I found. I found one too, and this one is quite old. It's a little bit battered, but I'm going to be able to fix this one spot here, and this probably will go to maybe Debbie, or maybe I'll save it till next July 4th. It's not one you could wear forever, but it is cute, so I just had to get this one. In the clothesline, I have a video that I want to be doing coming up, and I'm having a beach day planned with a couple of the granddaughters, and I'm going to do some filming down at the beach. I miss the beach and the smell. It's difficult for moose to navigate the sand, but we're going to try and plan a day at the beach where we can do some filming of some clothing and a niche that I've wanted to do for quite a while. It was originally introduced on TikTok, I don't know, within the last year. It's all the rage. It's called Coastal Grandmother or Coastal Grandma. And it got 1 million hits with the gal that put it on. And it's older women, chic older women, living a very relaxed life. It can be along the coast. I don't know whether it was set up for the eastern coast, but of course our western coast is absolutely beautiful too. And it's everything from clothing that the coastal grandma would wear, but she can also live in the hills in a cottage. She's into gardening, she's into cooking great meals, she's into decorating and fashion. As you know, I have a lot of blue and white, and blue and white is definitely part of Coastal Grandma. So this is one outfit that I picked up over there. Very Coastal Grandma. A beautiful Tommy Hilfiger sweater that this is the way I'd wear it. It's actually beautiful. It has gold buttons all down the front and pockets at the bottom. It's one of those long sweaters and so cute. I have some like this too, but this just seemed to go with the sweater. Now the other one, Coastal Grandma sometimes borrows her husband's shirts, and this is Moose. He has a couple of them, but I'm going to borrow it. And it has stripes, blue and white seersucker stripes that are different sizes to go with the white pants that I have. And I have an assortment of white pants, capris. I like these because they have an unusual cuff. Now these have come from my closet. And I do have some linen pants, white linen. And so that's what I picked up in the way of clothes. But my coup of the day, as I showed you in the reel, was the Betsy Johnson spike heels that I already gave to Colleen. And she loved them. She was very familiar with Betsy Johnson, who was one of those iconic punk rock designers of the 70s. And she was part of the Andy Warhol crowd and still is turning out beautiful couture clothes. These were a coup because I think they're probably a little bit vintage, but they were great. And you saw them in the reel, right? So a few other things too. I did have a belt, if I can find it. Now, my waist is nothing like it used to be, but I still adore belts. And whenever I see unusual belts, I will pick them up. And I think they still look okay, even though my middle has enlarged quite a bit. Now, this one I've had for years and years, and I can take it off, this belt that has hooks, and I can put it on other ones. It happens to be one that actually fits me still. Now, this is the one I picked up in the thrift shop. I, of course, liked it because, as you know, I love my turquoise. And the belt fits. It has little turquoise stones in it. And it's a red color. And I do have to put a hole in it. Maybe one more right here, which I know I can probably do with a, what do you call that tool that makes... Not a trowel, an awl. Thank you, Moose. An awl. So I think maybe Moose and maybe I'll put you to work and you can we can find an awl if it's still in one of our toolboxes.
I'll give you my awl.
Oh, Moose, he'll give me his awl. So this is pretty, isn't it? Love it, and it does match my jewelry. So that's it at my wonderful me day at the thrift shop. And always have fun, and don't ever go with anything particular in mind. Once in a blue moon I do, maybe a piece of furniture or something. So, by the way, this is my hairdo of the day. I did use a dry oil in my hair this morning because it's getting quite dry, and there are some things that I found on Amazon on Prime Day, and I will be sharing those in the next video. Everything from garden tools to hair accessories and some makeup and a few other things. I did do well on Prime Day, but that's another video. But today, I still have to keep my hair up. It's warm. And this is sort of one of my side caftan. It's not a caftan, what's it called? My side wrap. My head wraps, and the dry oil seemed to make it a little too oily in the front, so it's not doing what I want it to do. I have my overalls on that you've seen before. These are part of my little family of garden overalls. I thought these were so cute, still love them. And they're black. They have some ruching in the back and roses all over them, just like my blooming garden. So Wednesday was a chill day, and Moose and I basically were outside in the morning. I was feeding some new things to the birds. We have a new bird feeder that I bought Moosey for his Oriole. We were trying that out. And then Thursday, Matthew came up and we worked in the garden for 3 or 4 hours. Matthew, as usual, did a fantastic job. He put in more bark. He put more of these beautiful clay pavers in for me to be able to safely get up to feed the birds, and did a lot of weeding, and the garden looks beautiful. He's just such a love. So Thursday was a great day. And meanwhile, we had a text from Brendan and Shani wanting to know if Nanny would please make some of her famous pasta salad for their weekend, because Mike and Colleen were away for a birthday jaunt for Colleen. And by the way, Colleen loved her Betsy Johnson shoes. Absolutely loved them. And so this morning I was up very early and did make the salad, and the kids came down and we gave them their salad, and they're going to eat that all weekend long. They said they have some soup and noodles they can eat too. I think Colleen left a little more than that.
Never mind.
What are you finding?
Well, there's just tons of these little what flies, or I don't know what they are, in the dirt underneath all the pots.
As long as they're not spiders.
Oh,
Good boy. Working. It's my Maddie. Cleaning out a lot of the garbage cleaning it up, making it pretty again, putting more pavers in so I don't fall. Say hi to your friends.
hello. Once again here in Mama's garden, Mama and Moosey's garden. There's always some maintenance to do.
They all want my Maddie.
Just keep the
The
water.
garden looks so beautiful now. Maddie has cleaned it up. He's put new bark in here. Look at my steps in here. I can see what I have now. My roses in the back. I can see my bougainvillea. Wow. Looks so beautiful.
You know we shouldn't be watering in the day like this, but still probably too hot to water, huh?
Oh, thank you so much. This looks so good. Look at all those nice stepping stones for me now.
Settle in a little more.
Yeah. Oh gosh, they look great. Everything looks so good. Thank you.
I love to work. I could watch it all day.
Here's my director. These are the ingredients for my famous family pasta salad, cold. I have my fresh basil from my garden, and of course a whole sweet onion, usually chopped up, and a bunch of celery, a lot of celery. So those are the main ingredients, the celery and the onions, and then I start with everything else. Lots of fresh pepper. And today I'm using 2 full boxes of the ziti. And sometimes you can use elbow macaroni. Sometimes I like the veggie spiral. Sometimes I do the bow tie. It just depends on what I have around, or what the kids like, or what we like. And the main seasoning is, I use olive oil mayonnaise, but you don't have to use that one. And you just play it by ear till you get the consistency. And to give it some zing, I also mix in, for this big load with 2 boxes, that's a lot. The kids will get half and we'll get half. I'll probably eat the other half all by myself. I'm terrible. I love this. The zesty Italian is nice, and it gives it a zing. So I mix that with the mayonnaise. And that's about it. And I get 2 great big batches. Keep it cold in the refrigerator. And the kids love it. In fact, in about an hour or 2, Brendan and Shannon will be down. So now I'll mix it, dill and dillweed and a few other spices, oregano, garlic. A wonderful meal for a cool late summer afternoon supper on the patio or on the beach.
Lunch and dinner.
All right.
What else do you have to eat for the weekend?
Just this and like a cup of noodle, and that's about it.
We
Oh,
had pizza last night.
This will be
And-
good for the weekend.
they didn't leave you any real food?
A little bit here
A little
and
bit.
there.
Let me see. I'm going to do a close-up of it. Take it off. Ooh, that looks good, doesn't it? I used some ziti noodles
Smells
this time.
good from here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're going to love it.
Thank you, Nanny.
You're welcome. Enjoy. So that was the extent of our week. It was a fun week. Once again, activities of seeing grandchildren and children. And I have a nice one for one or two for next week, which will be sharing my Prime. That's the other thing that I was doing, I think, on Wednesday, because that was still a Prime deal day. There were 2 days, July 12th and 13th, 11th and 12th. And so I did order some things, and they're coming in the mail, and I will be sharing the things that I did get on Prime deal day. And I think I got some great things. So I will be sharing those with you. And I think that might be it. So I want to get this up to you for the weekend. I'll get it up in the morning. Thank you so much for being patient with me this week. I know you all enjoyed Jenny's shower. Thank you so much for watching and enjoying. And Moosey will be appearing in our next video, because over the weekend we have a special day that we're celebrating, and he will be in that video that we'll be sharing next week too. So I love you all. Thank you so much once again. Until we meet again, bye for now, and God bless us all.